Well, as we gear up for the 2020-2021 school year, we're not really sure what we can expect, but we do know that the Back to Learning initiative put on by 9 News, the Denver Broncos, and of course King Soopers is back in full swing. That being said, we sat down with Denver Bronco cheerleader and Colorado native Taylor Strickland to talk about Back to Learning. Taylor, thank you so much for joining us on Colorado and Company. We appreciate you being here.
Thank you so much for having us. I mean, it's so exciting to be able to speak about some of the wonderful things that we're doing in the community.
Absolutely. And of course, today we're talking about Back to Learning. So why don't you start by telling us a little bit about what Back to Learning is?
Back to Learning is a Denver Broncos initiative that really highlights our back to school initiatives and being able to gather school supplies for students, teachers, and classrooms. Some really shocking statistics I don't think everyone knows about is that teachers often have to dip into their own personal funds to buy school supplies for their classrooms. And even students in elementary school, their parents can spend at least $1,000 on extracurriculars, technology, and just the standard school supply list. So this is an initiative that the Denver Broncos came up with to support them in making sure that they can succeed throughout the school year.
Wow, that is an incredible statistic. It's just shocking to hear that. So how exactly are the cheerleaders involved? How are you guys involved?
Absolutely. So we are doing everything we possibly can to get the word out. There are several ways that you guys can donate to this cause. You can donate supplies directly to Volunteers of America. You can donate money at King Soopers, and it will get to the right cause. And you can also go online and find out some more ways that you can help support students, classrooms, and teachers.
Excellent. That's so great. Such a great way to help out right now. So Taylor, as you know, COVID has been pretty hard on everybody. You're at home, I'm at home. So has it changed a lot for you guys too with Back to Learning? Are things kind of different this year?
Yeah, they are a little different this year. So we changed the name up a little bit, and Back to Learning was the biggest transition because we want to also encompass teachers and classrooms and not just focus on students because, as I mentioned, those teachers and classrooms need support too. We've also greatly changed our collection methods. Typically, you would see us out at training camp collecting school supplies, but we can't have training camp open to the public this year. So we are doing online donations and the other forms I mentioned that are a little less contactless and still help us get what we need to the students and the schools.
Excellent. Okay, great. So I want to ask, what does this mean to you personally? Because this has got to be very, very personal to each of the cheerleaders. So what does it mean to you to be able to help out?
Definitely. This is so personal to me. I'm a Denver native. I grew up here. I went to school here, and I love being able to be involved with student success. It's so important for me to be involved at every step of the way and to help them thrive in their school settings because that's kind of what transitions them through every phase of life. We have so many students in DPS and Warren Public Schools and Cherry Creek schools that need our support. So it's great that we can lend a helping hand and that it's the community that helped me become me.
Yeah, I love that too, because I'm a Denver native as well. So I'm going to go ahead and give you like a virtual high five for Denver native. There are very few of us left here. So Taylor, that's so fantastic. Does it feel just as great to the rest of the cheerleaders too, especially because you guys are such a great close team?
Definitely. This year is going to be an unprecedented year. I think everyone has said that a lot. We can expect so many different things, but one thing that we can expect this year is there's going to be school. It might look different, it might feel different, and being part of the little things is what's going to get us through. And being part of the little things for our entire community is something that's very exciting for all of the cheerleaders on my team. And you might not see us in the same ways as you have in the past, but you can definitely count on us to support our community in any way we can in between.
We appreciate what you guys do. To wrap up the segment, would you mind telling us again where we can go to get more information and to learn more about how we can donate?
Absolutely. So you can go to dbron.co /back to learning. And that will give you all of the information you need on ways that you can contribute to the funds and also contribute to Volunteers of America.
Awesome. Taylor, thank you so much for joining us on Colorado and Company. We really appreciate everything you guys are doing. And hey, go Broncos.
Go Broncos. Thank you.
Well, to see how you can get involved in this year's Back to Learning initiative, head to denbro.co/back-to-learning. 9 News, the Denver Broncos, and King Supers are all proud sponsors of Back to Learning.